Never had a problem running up to what I said.
Yes! And he's dancing, he's moving.
Go ahead and sing it.
What is going on, brother? Oh,
Okay,
he's
anyway.
slapping his bass. Welcome, you guys. YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT chat. 2-year anniversary, Steve. Steve Merrick with us, folks. Class of 92. I have some people in the panel waiting to see you, sir, and I'm glad you're able to join us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't have plans on a Sunday night. You never know. Well, let me start with you before I bring anyone in on the panel here.
Yeah.
What's been going on with Steve Merrick since '92? Little rundown, if you know. I know a lot's happened, right?
Since 1992.
I know.
Yeah. Let's see. Married, 3 kids. The oldest is now 23, and then 20-ish, almost 21, and then the third one, they're all girls, and she just turned 18, and then divorce, but then other stuff, and now I'm married again and living in Oklahoma.
Oh, Oklahoma. He's a Sooner, folks. I got a shout out from Toya Rivers. Remember Toya Hacker Rivers? I don't know if you remember the hacker part.
Heck yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and get this chat going, man. I got people in the lounge wanting to say hi to you. One of the gentlemen that I'm going to bring on board here, he knows you from high school, class of 92. A little intro music for Mr. It's a sir. It's Mr.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to play an intro.
So,
give me a slap. Give me a beat. Give me a Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
How's that for a theme?
Merrick's the man.
I love
Yeah,
it,
man.
And I almost wore a sock tonight, folks. I was on the verge of shaking it up and just wearing a sock.
That's all I'm wearing is a sock on the bottom half of this guitar.
Yeah. Nobody knows what's underneath the camera view. That's all we can tell you guys.
And I'm going to keep it interesting. We're going to bring in we have a lot on the panel tonight, folks. Steve, people come out and see it because it's my marketing skills that brought him here because I spent my whole 5 minutes.
I heard Rodney said Steve Merrick's going to play some intro music, and I was like, yeah.
He's going to let his hair down tonight, folks. All right, we got another one more. Just bring one more, then I'll bring everyone else in.
Well, I don't know who's coming up, so I don't know about the
She's a female. Here's a female.
Okay.
She's a female brunette. I'm giving you some hints.
Okay, brunette. So I'm going to play something a little more peaceful. And I don't know. I'm going to take a chance out of here. I might play something a little classical. Okay, so.
What? What?
Yes.
Jessica? She is a classical piano player.
Wow. I played that Bach invention about 5 years ago.
Yes.
On competition.
Holy cow, that's amazing.
5 years ago?
Today, though.
Oh, that's funny. How are you doing, Jessica?
I'm good. How are you?
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here.
Hi,
so you're still playing. You're still playing.
Yeah, I played today.
Awesome.
Wow. That's
fantastic. My son actually just he is like he got the certificate of merit, CM for it's California. He's at the advanced level, and he actually got state honors.
Wow, that's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a huge deal. That's a huge deal. And you did that too, right?
No.
Oh.
I did another thing. It was a while ago.
Yeah, but don't detract though. You did some really great stuff, and it was you were studying with Mrs. Smith. Yeah. How long did you study with her?
I like 11 years.
Wow.
10 or 11 years.
Yeah.
Long time. And then I didn't play for like 20. And then I took lessons when my kids started taking lessons. I started taking lessons again, and then I started, and I've been playing for, I don't know, 10 years.
Ooh. She's going to whip out her instrument here soon.
That's fantastic.
You never know.
Love it.
I did relearn Moonlight Sonata, though, during COVID.
Yes.
That was
that's one of my all-time favorites.
That's all I got.
That was an intro enough for Mr. Shane Gentry. Late to the party, folks, but he's with us. What's up, Shane?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, brother. Good. We have a lot of musicians on the panel today.
Excuse me while I whip out my instrument.
Not yet.
Nah, that was kind of rude.
Wait, it's funny because Jessica, we had classes together. And I never knew you were that talented of a musician. I had no idea.
I know.
I play.
You should have bragged more.
She's a Casagrande. She's talented. It's in
I
the
know.
genes.
She was always really smart. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. No, I played for the 8th grade graduation at Lincoln. I played some jazzy something or other. I can't remember. I don't have the music, but I played. Yeah, and then I played till I was about 16 from Mrs. Smith.
And I also tried out for the 8th grade graduation, and Jessica beat me.
Oh no, really? Now?
Yes.
Really?
True fact. Yes.
Oh, that's funny. No, I just remember. Yeah.
I don't play any instruments. I'm not that talented.
Oh,
but that's the thing for a lot of us. We didn't know. I mean, we went to school and we did all kinds of things together, but we didn't know a ton about each other, kind of like what was going on behind the scenes or what we liked, So that was kind of an interesting thing when you get a little older and start to learn about different people and what they're doing. So.
Absolutely. I think when you're that age in high school, you really don't even know who you are yourself. So it's like, you're not sure. And then you, like some people, 5 years down the road, they're into something. Like Rodney never painted anything in high school. She's look at him now. He's painting all the time.
Very talented.
Yeah.
The bathroom stalls. Does that count?
No, my mom was the master painter, and I just never buddied up with her to do it. I don't know why. And then I couldn't think of a Christmas gift to give Rachel, and so I said maybe I'll try out this painting thing. And started 2 years ago. It's never too late, folks. Never too late.
Right.
Hey, I got a couple more people here in the panel. This is going to be interesting, guys. I remember him from geometry class, Mr. Dennis. David, Mr. Calley in the house. What? David Calley.
Is he playing music? In the Gupster.
And the Gupster.
And
I'm putting you both in. Gupson.
Hey-o!
I guess the sound works.
Can you hear me? Am I not cutting out?
No,
I'm not cutting out this time?
No, you're good. I got you.
Unclear.
How's everybody doing?
Good. And I'm not going to blow up the panel, but we only have one last one. I'll leave him in the trenches. One last one. Here we go. Do you guys remember Hummy?
What's up, homie?
What are y'all doing?
I don't even know how far we go back. Like, what was the first time I met you? Was like Lincoln Junior High or what?
I think it was before that, dude. Like Parkview.
Were you at Parkview?
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, that's why I was saying I can't recollect how far it goes back because it's probably like second grade.
Yeah, second grade. Wasn't it like Mrs. Cox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second grade.
Hi, Jessica.
Wow.
How are you doing? Good.
Hummy's down in he's still in Texas, Hummy? Where are you? Where are you at now?
Oh man, no, it's been a minute. I was in Pennsylvania for like a year. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I've been in Pennsylvania for a year. Now I'm working in my home state of Missouri, about 3 hours from the house. So,
oh, geez.
How's Hummy Farm? You got that farm going, right? All your animals?
Yes, yes, sir.
You're posting about them animals.
Yeah, we're meat eaters. Come on.
Right on. What part of Missouri? Where are you in Missouri?
Southwest.
Okay.
That's El Dorado Springs.
Okay, I've probably been through there because I'm in Oklahoma right now. So.
Oh, cool. Where are you at there?
Just right center, Chandler, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Right between Tulsa and Oklahoma City. Exactly.
Yeah, I know where it's at. That road's shit going through there.
No, because they keep fixing it and it never gets fixed.
I know.
Sounds like the roads here in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But hey, at least you guys don't pay tolls to drive on a road that you're going to need a chiropractor when you're done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Scam.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Yeah.
Who's that behind you, Bandy?
I'm surprised Gup surfaced because it's baseball season.
Well, the Braves played at 8:30 this morning. I woke up and I'm like, I got up around 5:15. I'm like, why the hell are the Braves playing at 8:30? What's going on?
At least a breakfast ball.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna go get a burrito or something, and the rest of the day's all right.
Take another nap.
No, it's been a while since I've been on here, so I was like, what? It's a good night to get on. So I haven't talked to you guys in a while.
Me too, man.
Pleasure having you guys back, man. Always.
YeNDoR'S been bugging me like heavy.
I'm a bugger. I'm like
I appreciate it about you.
See,
you're good about that, man. Keeping people together and all that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jam up for sure.
Rod, you ought to bring people up to speed who don't know the early days when you started this gig up a couple years ago. The Gup sightings, it was almost like Yeti sightings. He had this connection thing going. It was a regular thing. He would pop in for 2 seconds, and that was all we'd see of him.
I always had an older school iPhone, and I didn't have a laptop at the time, so I went out and bought this $300 laptop just to get on the air.
You would do the robot.
So, but yeah, I tried to get on about 8 to 10 times, and it was choppy every time.
Well, you ended up buying a computer just so you could log on, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you just bought a laptop.
Yeah, I asked Bandy, I'm like, what's a cheap computer just to, I go, 'cause I got my, I didn't have a laptop, so he's like, yeah, just buy the HP, whatever. And it was like, all right. So
his next door neighbor, hey, let me borrow your laptop for a while.
It works. So.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm the worst at, I had to sign in to StreamYard because I haven't been on in so long. And I'm like, I don't know that password.
Who does? Everything's autofill now.
Finally it hooked up. But you guys start 2 hours before me, or after me, so my bedtime, is now.
The choir here, man.
Yeah, Shane's 3 hours, right?
What was speaking of technology, what was y'all's first cell phone experience? Because I can remember mine. When was the first time you got a cell phone?
Mine was iPhone. I never had a BlackBerry or anything for that. Yeah.
I had the Motorola flip phone. I think was my first one.
I had a job. I had a job as a cell phone sales rep, and they gave you a phone. It was a Qualcomm.
Wow!
And that was pretty. That was like that was quite a treat. I thought I was fancy.
Did anybody have a pager? Did you guys have pagers?
Oh yeah.
Piercing whistles, baby.
I never got so excited with something vibrating. I was like, yes,
I had that Nokia, the 4550.
I remember
had that, and then some tweaker chick brought me one that was a Samsung actually, and it looked like a credit card. So I was like, yeah, I need to have that.
Oh yeah, because they kept getting smaller and smaller too, right?
Yeah, but it flipped. Yeah.
And I remember Will Ferrell's Saturday Night Live thing on that, where he was like this with the little
Oh, yeah.
It was the size of like your thumb or something.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Calley, we can't see your whole face there. You got a little tilt. There you go.
When you come back to Calley,
You're just trying to get the free math answers, aren't you?
What state are you in, David?
Hello.
David, Calley, what state are you in? What state?
Yeah, you have to. You got to let them access their phone, bud.
You're on mute or something. Yeah.
Oh, he's muted.
I can answer for him. He's in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Oh, state of Bakersfield.
Yep. Yep.
He's nodding. I guess that's confirmed.
Yeah,
when I was teaching down at Ridgeview, he lived over towards there, and we'd run into each other every once in a while and have a cold beer together and stuff. So
does he still go on?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yo.
There you guys are. Yeah, I'm still here in Bakersfield. Ran into Bandy a few times, like you said.
And then we got another connection. Jessica and me and David were all on the tennis team.
That's right.
Were you? Oh, nice.
I'm sorry.
Yes, we were.
Are you still playing, either one of you? Or?
You know what? I had started playing.
On the Wii.
Yeah, my kids are both in high school, and they both. My daughter wants to take. I'm sorry, my little dog is driving me crazy. My daughter wants to play. She's pretty good. They're both pretty. My son plays basketball. My daughter plays tennis. They're both. She's a freshman. My son's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got a freshman. I got a freshman boy and a 6th grade girl.
I had started playing.
You know what, Stephen? I ran into you. Do you remember running into you at the like a Rite Aid in Bakersfield? Probably, I don't know, 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I thought I saw your brother, and you looked at me, and we kind of looked at each other, and we're like I know you from somewhere. And then of course, I realized who it was. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think it was. Maybe
funny. It was just like not expecting to see.
I know.
I don't ever see anybody who is from Taft or Bakersfield where I live now.
Thank God.
Actually, it's really funny. So I'm a dental hygienist, and I work in. I live in San Diego County, in North County, and I've had more Taft connections with. I have a patient. He's in his 90s, and he was actually born in Taft. He was like 46.
Wow!
Back when they called it moron.
The Taft Hall of Fame.
Right.
That's crazy.
I had quite a few.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. I mean, I love it because then I felt I don't usually say Taft because people don't know where it is.
Exactly.
So I'll say Bakersfield, and then they'll say something. About, where, near Bakersfield, and I'll say Taft, and they're like, oh, well, I had a patient a few weeks ago, his grandfather owned the Taft Hotel in the 40s, or, something.
Wow.
Just, there's a lot of
That's it's all those little connections.
Yeah, I had the flapper girls there. It was the cat's pajamas.
The 1920s.
Just a little ping pong off of that is that there's a couple people out here in Oklahoma, as random as that sounds, like that live. I mean, we're from Taft, like the Toddies. They're here in Oklahoma, and then I'm gonna have trouble with names, but K. Flute player in the band, Kay.
I know what you're talking about.
She's out in Oklahoma, and then Melissa. Like I said, some names, but it's just trippy. It's like you're like 1,400 miles away, and you're like, oh, we grew up in the same town. Small town. It's not like it's this like huge LA, or whatever.
Well, Stephen, it's like, was it like the Grapes of Wrath of the time with the Dust Bowl era? There was a big migration to California and San Joaquin Valley. There's a lot of roots there that people I've known when I grew up in California that had Oklahoma ties or relatives to that great migration. So it is an interesting connection. I mean, they different areas, of course, of San Joaquin, but That's what brought them there. So I learned later.
Yeah, you're right though. My granny migrated to Fellows, of all places.
And of course, oil industry, agriculture.
Yeah, that's what it was about, man. It was like that's a new gold.
Yeah.
We can't quite make it to San Francisco, so we'll just drill a hole. Come on.
Yeah, it's very cool. And then to think about like the 90-year-old gentleman, we don't even know. We'll never know how many people he knows that we know or kind of know. You know, it's like these branches are just crazy.
Yeah, really. Or you might be next to somebody who's somebody's daughter or somebody's family that you know from Taft, and you have no idea.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I had a patient who she was in my parent. You know, my parents went to Taft High. They were class of '64, and I had a patient who was friends with my mom. You know, and she lives here in Escondido, so it's like you don't know. I mean, really, we're only what is it, 6 degrees of separation or 7 degrees? I feel like
for sure.
I actually work with one of the hygienists in my office. She and I were kind of sizing each other up when I first started a few years ago, and we realized we were because I went to Taft College hygiene program, and we were in the same class in hygiene school. So
you didn't realize it until then?
Huh?
You just didn't know? You didn't realize it until then, or
no? You know, because I lived in different areas, and just we weren't even like I'm not even thinking about being. You know, having connections. Like I said, you know, as soon as I graduated from hygiene school, I moved. So I haven't had any like where I've been somewhere and I've run into someone I know. I just, you know. So
what was the reaction like? Oh, you were that blank.
Yeah. So we had like a mini reunion because she, you know, kept in touch with some people and I kept in touch with a couple, but we didn't. You know, when we graduated from school, that was in '96, and we didn't have like the internet or social media to keep in touch. So we kind of went our own way, and we didn't, you know.
That's crazy.
We just kind of did our own thing, and
that's cool.
Guys, real quick, special shout out from Toya Rivers. Wanted to say hello. She's not feeling well. She's sick and was just going to come on just the audio, but she may come on. We'll see.
Hey, in case y'all don't know, if you haven't viewed regularly Rod's stream, Mr. Banducci here, Mr. Bandy over there, he's a regular, but he's been incognito for a long time. This is a first sighting of him in a long time, by the way.
It's not, you know, it's not really incognito. It's just busy. You know,
living life. Yeah,
you got kids doing all kinds of
activities. He was a repeat offender, and now he's back again. So.
That's right. I'm back. Proudly. Missed you guys.
I am so glad you guys all made it. I'm so glad it's all pieced together one way or another.
Word.
Love technology.
Just speaking of a motley crew, you guys were in a different class, but you're just minus one person of your crazy crew, right? Banuelos. There's 3 out of 4 of you guys here that were that little circle. Gup, Bandy, and Mr.
Oh yeah.
He's working on.
Yeah, but everybody hung out with me.
Yeah,
right.
You knew everybody. Hey, that's another thing with the Taft. If you're within a couple of grades either direction, you kind of knew everybody anyway.
Yeah.
Dean, what class were you?
92?
90.
Or 90.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a little bit older than us.
You know who I see who lives down here is Chad Bell.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, he's down that way, right?
Yeah, he is. I read.
Wow.
Him. Yeah.
See, Calley, Bell was in our class, and he's the one we got our math answers off of.
No, Chad Bell. He's got.
I don't recognize that name.
Yeah, it was pretty neat to run into him.
Somebody else is going to run into the panel here, folks. None other than Miss Toya Rivers. Here's Toya.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I see the tiny.
Yeah,
I can hear you, Toya. A little quiet there, but
she's not feeling well, but wanted to join us. There you go. How you doing, Toya?
I'm doing good.
You want me to bring you some soup?
Are you feeling under the
You
weather
like
there,
chicky soup? You want more chicky soup?
I went to Boots in the Park Friday and got really sick, so I am like, yeah, I'm not getting my camera today. Sorry.
No worries.
Freaking Rona.
Glad you're here.
Wait. It was what in the park?
Boots in the Park.
Boots?
Boots
in the big concert.
Boots.
Oh,
it's a country concert.
Like cowboy boots?
Yes.
Okay.
Country concert.
Yeah. See what happens when you do country concerts?
I know. It was just my allergies.
All the diseases
not COVID. It's just allergies and being out in the dirt.
Yeah, I heard it was a little dusty out there. I didn't go.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
With the diseases.
But it was fun. I had a blast.
Awesome. Glad you're here. Hey,
all right, let me ask you this. Was there any parking lot fights? It's a country concert. None? Are you sure?
Yeah.
No dust in the sky?
She doesn't hang out with those kind of people, Shane, that would get in fights. She's classy. Yeah, like we're all just too old for that shit.
we walked the other way.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, can you answer me this?
Yeah.
What is in this picture, Steve? What is the mess is this?
Guitars.
That's Stephen Merrick's living room.
Pianos.
Holy
I'm just
cow,
trying to
look at
figure
that.
whole. I saw that on the internet. I'd ask you.
That's crazy.
That is amazing. I'm still
Yeah.
away. Whoa.
Damn, Steve, that's nice.
You gonna play all those or just a couple of them? All of them?
Well, you have to have a favorite.
Repeats, but yeah, I play a lot of instruments. I own 40 to 45. I kind of haven't gone back and counted, and I've just kind of collected instruments and kept on playing them all my life. That was one of the things I was saying, like you never know about people's lives, behind the scenes. So I was learning, like, and it had to do with my dad's church was really super small. So every week I'd do a different instrument. So I'd be like,
well, yeah, you were playing since you're very young.
Yeah.
Right?
I was
you
like,
and Mark, right?
A little bit of piano and then some trumpet, in band I did trumpet, but then I pick up bass guitar and then I do drums, and my brother would switch off to drums the next week and I'd be on bass guitar. And so, but we only had like 10 people in the church. So it's like nobody, like we had more people on stage than we had in the actual congregation, so.
Hey, I got a good story about a church and a bass. I moved to New Mexico, right, from California, and I got hooked up with a church out there, and they had a big band and everything, and I got into it, and and the guy noticed that I had interest in music or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I'd like to try that bass. He's like, man, you can borrow it. I was like, awesome. Dude, I had that thing for like 9 months, and I didn't notice I had it that long. You know what I mean? And and then the praise guy comes up. He's like, "Hey, just wondering if you still have that bass and amp." I was like, "Yeah, I got it."
Did you play it? Did you teach yourself anything on it?
Yeah, a little bit, but then he took it and. Of course,
Did you play a little ZZ Top for him? What happened?
No, mostly like Nirvana, Soundgarden.
Yeah,
that's what I learned just by myself. But
you should have went with the ZZ Top, homie. I think the ZZ Top is up your alley.
I'm down, but.
Hey, Steve, in that room with the multiple instruments that you own, it must take like a couple days alone just to tune them all if you got to get everything up to spec.
Well,
right?
yeah, if you're gonna put them all out, but I've got quite a few guitars and they're just kind of sitting. I think like even like people who don't play, my guitars sit, because I'm only one person, so I'll go out and gig on, say, my Fender. And then I do some accordion. That sounds weird, but like polka gigs have been really hot these last. Oktoberfest is huge out here in Oklahoma, so I'll go out and do accordion. And
I think Weird Al just played here in Bakersfield, didn't he? Or he's supposed to?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Would you loan a bass of yours to someone for 9 months?
I don't think 9 months. So, yeah, but yeah, you're right.
I just burp in front of everybody.
I missed it. I didn't catch it.
I didn't hear it.
Might have been that moment your audio was down.
Long distance belch.
Hey, I'm right now. I'm in my camper, so I'm relying on the campground Wi-Fi. You know.
So far, it's pretty good.
Am I good looking beard?
Gup's in the early days, right, Gup?
Am I good looking beard? Look at that.
I would have loved this in the early days of the show. That Wi-Fi.
Holy cow! When's the last time you had that thing cut, homie? How long has that taken to grow?
Let's see.
Rodney's
Me, Jimmy Hammonds, and Chad, some Chad kid, all bet that we wouldn't cut our beards in 2012.
Hey,
and it was a $500 bet.
Get that
what?
Time thing.
That makes it a little more.
It was at 500 though, and I was like, all right, I bet, motherfucker, bet. Huh?
You won, right?
No, they never paid up.
Oh.
Does Jimmy Hammonds have a beard?
I don't know. I haven't.
I don't know.
No idea.
Look at this beauty.
Not like yours.
Band name, Jimmy Hammonds beard. Yeah, how far down is
Yeah.
Be right back.
Yeah. What? To my belly button.
Rod's
It hits my belly button when it's wet.
Rod's hair's
No
been getting
kidding.
really, really long, and a couple of these, what's that thing people have been posting? It looks like it's a weird cartoonish portrait somebody painted now that everybody's putting their face on.
Profile
Rod looks
I'll
like
never.
one of those velvet Jesuses or something. Hey, Rod looks like Jesus with his hair.
Everybody looks so good in those filters, man.
They do, right?
Yeah.
They totally
Like,
do.
oh my goodness, you're intriguing.
Are you a model? What's going on here? I got a pick. I want some explanation for Mr. Merrick. You know, whenever anything's on social media, it means it's up for public usage on any platform.
Oh, here he goes.
What
He
is
dug up an old
this?
picture.
Tell me about this. Tell me about what's going on
Bit of the
here.
food.
That's awesome.
How did you end up meeting up with one of my idols, Mr. T?
And that actually is the real Mr. T.
I know.
And he's wearing boots. I'm 6 foot. He's wearing boots, and you can see. Can you go back to the picture? Not that tall.
Is he my height?
Wow.
Ain't Mr. T the same?
He's not that tall.
Baracus.
Rodney, you could take him.
I mean, I had dress shoes on too.
Dude,
So he was in boots. And
I
so
got two.
it's just interesting, you know, your eyes
on
think of like
Rod.
they're just towering, you know, like these giants or whatever.
Right. You know, Hollywood though, Stephen, the cameras they will fool you. Like you learn about all these celebs that aren't as tall as you think in real person.
For sure.
Right.
I mean, I can take Mr. T potentially. So you're saying?
I was backstage at, you know, and I think he's still in it. I think he's still living. So Mr. T got into Christianity big time, right? And so you see him a lot on TBN, or you used to see him a lot on TBN. So that was actually an event. I was doing church work, and then I met this artist that I grew up listening to named John Gibson, who's a Christian artist, and he had some Christian #1 hits. Anyway, I went and played keyboard for him, just like for an event at Knott's Berry Farm. And then I just walk in, and it's all kind of random sounding, but that's what actually happened. And
Play
so
keyboards for that Mother's Day rap that he did.
no, I did not.
So be good to your mom.
There is no other.
I wish I
Yeah.
Funny out
one, Rodney. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
I love that.
Too much. I had 2 beers.
But anyway, yeah, I walked backstage, and I barely know John, the guy who was giving me $100 to play for him that night. But then there's Mr. T, and he's, you know, just dressed just like that, and he's just there to go out on the stage and be like, "It's Mr. T," you know, and you know,
he drops
Like the hype
Flex a
man,
little
or
bit. And
yeah,
Did you talk?
that was it. So I was just like, I got to get a picture next to you, man, because you're so awesome, and he was great. So
That's awesome. Man.
He just did. I mean, he was like, yeah. And that's it. That's all my interaction with him.
He seems like a genuinely nice guy from what I've read. Yeah.
And I know we all saw episodes of the A-Team. Come on.
Toya, are you in pajamas with bedhead?
No, dude, I'm not.
No, Toya.
No.
She's not feeling good, so she probably.
We're just trying to get a mental picture here, Toya.
Honey can't have bedhead.
Yo, can you hear me? Am I here?
Yeah, you're here.
I got you, homie.
You're here.
Oh, okay.
The campground Wi-Fi is rocking now, baby.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? I'm on here, and I've been trying to get on here with you guys. I just want to let you know I had a blast in high school, man. That's why I try and get on here. And Jessica Casagrande's here, duh.
That's funny.
Hey, we were friends a long time ago.
Yeah.
Little Parkview 4th grade or whatever. We've all grown up, and it's amazing to come back and see these faces. Steve Merrick.
Yeah.
That guy taught me about Yoda.
Did you introduce Star Wars to the homie?
Look, absolute devout Christian. Even when we was kids.
Yeah.
Check out this Yoda doll I got, eh? Check it out.
Yeah, I had the Yoda. I was like Yoda for Halloween, like years in a row, because I was like so into it for some reason.
I was Yoda for Halloween.
Were you?
I was actually a Yoda man.
You were? Oh my gosh.
Hey, my daughter's first Halloween costume was Yoda.
I was Princess Leia. You know, I had a horse named Skywalker.
I bought some weed. I got some weed called Yoda.
Well, you know, you go in those dispensaries now. They got these fancy names for the strains.
I'm just messing with you guys. I ain't whatever.
Well, just to like, I don't know, mess with your minds. I don't know if this does or not, but it just shows you the difference in thinking or how you grow up. But like Jeremy said, I was like devout Christian, and my dad was, the pastor of a small church and all that kind of thing. So you have everything that goes along with that. But now what I'm doing right now, yes, I am still in church leadership over at a small church, music guy over at New Haven United Methodist. But I'm also trying to get my hemp license here in Oklahoma to grow some hemp, and hasn't come to fruition yet, but I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks.
You have to have a license for that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't want to get arrested, yes.
I mean, how you want to grow 900 acres of it or what?
Well, I have 8 acres, so I want to grow more than, 10 plants or something. So I'd like to grow it commercially.
Are you getting
like
Jim
the
Belushi?
dispensary and like those cafes or whatever?
Yeah,
not like Jim Belushi, like Steve Merrick.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Sorry about
That's how he did it, son.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how we got to look at each other, man. What's up, Gup?
Try to do it commercially.
What's up in the heavy metal scene, brother?
No, he does bring up a good point. If you think about it, in our high school days versus now, where there's legalization, you never figured you'd see that day come where you can own this much in your own home and not be in trouble, or you can sell it in certain states pass laws and they can sell it legally in certain amounts.
Well, I mean, we were always brought up to believe it was on the same level as like crack and cocaine, and,
right?
So times have changed.
Yeah.
It's all about government regulated and get a little piece of it.
Yeah.
But it does seem unusual. Like back then, you would never picture like, it's going to be legalized.
Yeah.
That was, I guess, legalized more so before the stores and the dispensaries, the medicinal. But even that was a big deal. You're like, what? Really? Grandma's got a prescription of a bunch of joints.
I know. It was
arthritis.
kind of weird at first. I was like,
It's crazy. It's crazy, right? So does anybody have grandchildren yet?
Oh, I do.
No.
Oh yeah.
Calley.
No.
Grandpa Calley.
I got
I
cats.
have 4. I have 4.
Awesome, dude.
Grandbabies.
How's that life? Let me get a
Oh,
tip.
it's fun. It's fun. Sometimes. A lot of work sometimes, though.
I feel like John and Marsna is gonna jump on this.
We had
I was thinking that too.
we have
Robbie.
a family meeting. We carry on a family meeting once a month since I've been home working in Missouri, and tonight was one of our deals. I woke up this morning, freaking half a cup of coffee. That was hot. Made some coffee. Went ahead and made a smoker for the ribs. You know what I mean? We got to keep our family together.
Absolutely.
I got a grandson now, and it's fucking badass.
Yeah.
Do y'all have meals once a week? Y'all guys congregate once a week?
Once a month.
Once a month.
But I go home every week. Yeah, I get to do whatever I want.
Well, your work takes you all over, right?
I mean, whatever my wife wants is what I do. Don't let me lie to you.
Hey. Keep the
Home
happy.
improvements. I'm a homeowner. I have a fucking badass pad now. I got a 2.5 acre pond right behind it.
Wow.
Come on.
I've seen some stuff you shared. Yeah, looking like good times out there.
That's just the pond. It's 2.5 acres. Wow.
Yeah, but I have a 12.4 right now, so I'm doing pretty good. I have to do this till I'm 70. Okay. So.
Right.
Well, I think, isn't that the American dream? We all have that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've got a couple of acres here. I'm only about 15 minutes from the ocean, San Diego, but I'll be working forever.
You doing the whole gardening? Do you plant, grow vegetables and all that stuff, or?
I have animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to start growing stuff. I can't seem to get my hands on any bacon seeds.
Yeah, no, I don't grow any. I mean, we have fruit trees and stuff, but I have goats and chickens and horses. And
oh, nice.
I actually still have my same horse that I've had since high school.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I have
Wow.
had him since 1989.
Wow.
Jeez, that's awesome.
So enlighten me on horses' lifespan versus humans.
He's old.
He's elderly.
He's like the equivalent of 95.
I need 2 4 to 5 year old draft horses. That's what I need.
I'd take one of those.
Hey guys,
But
can you
that's
just scoot
too
over
much
on the
money.
sofa? We got room for one last one, you guys. Hold on one second, Mister.
It's a full house here.
I got a full house.
Brandon.
Gotta get the president.
The wine aficionado.
What's up, everybody?
92 ASP
We
president.
pushed 10. We got 10. What? What's up, Brandon?
Wow.
A fucking 10.
What's this, Brandon? What's going on there? What is that?
Steven, I don't know if this is your first time. He usually might have 4, 5, 6 tops at one time, but he'll rotate and people come in and out. This is a full house.
Full
Nice.
It's all for Steven. I mean, that's
That's right. Yeah.
everybody here, but you know.
Hey,
You got it.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
so we don't have to go private now because we got 5 minutes.
That's when the real fun begins, right?
Looks
My
like,
head is so
looks
far
like
away.
the judge just showed up.
in 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll have to
We
shoot
don't
it.
have 5 minutes or what?
Oh, please.
You can't find Jeremy. He's off the grid.
I love you, Brandon. I love you.
He's Unabomber off the grid.
Yeah.
No, I'm not into all that bomb and shit. I'm about to take it straight up. Look at that beard.
Wait for 4 more minutes.
I know, right? How you doing, Brandon? I'm glad you
I'm
popped
doing
on.
good. I'm doing good.
What's
How's
up,
everybody
babe?
doing? It's good to see you all.
Good.
Good to
Hey,
see you.
Toya.
Do you remember Jessica Casagrande over here and Steve Merrick?
Of course.
You,
I was in their second grade class in Parkview.
There you go.
Yeah.
I thought so. I kind of thought so.
Wow, second grade.
Yes, I was in that second grade class, and that was my first year in Taft. And then after that year, I moved to Roosevelt, and didn't run back into them until junior high school.
And that's when I got to know you when we went to Roosevelt.
That's exactly right.
You guys gotta shoot me over pictures.
Hey, I gotta pee.
Oh shoot!
So there was this, I'll never forget. Second grade, it was Mrs. Cox. She was not the night. I think it was her last year teaching.
Not nice. Not a nice person.
She was well.
Oh,
okay,
Mrs. Cox?
So I don't have a great memory, but this is a memory that I'll never forget. So I must have been like in the second row. And there was a kid, I can't remember who it was, and he kept getting up to sharpen his pencil. And she's like, you know what? It could have been Jeremy. I don't know. I don't remember. But she said, if you get up one more time, I'm going to tie you up in the jump rope. And he got up one more time, and she tied him up with a jump rope.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. A woman that stands behind her word.
Yeah, I know, really. I thought, he sat right in front of me, so I thought I was next. I thought she was just going to go. I was so scared.
It wasn't John Grover's, was it?
I know that everybody was old. Everybody to us as second graders was older back then, but actually, how old was Mrs. Cox at that point? Because she was freaking old.
I don't know.
She had to have been,
probably. I'm gonna guess maybe early 60s, late 50s.
Oh wow!
I know that she was
age to have
teaching when my mom went to school.
Oh, was she?
Oh,
yeah. Because I remember when I had her, my mom said, "Oh, you got Mrs. Cox." Oh, I remember when I was in
good luck.
She was mean.
Good Lord, son.
Yeah.
And then she said, "If I went through it, you're going through it too, Brandon."
That's right.
Did you guys have Miss Bush 8th grade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Spanish teacher?
She was not all there.
Right.
Hey, Brandon. Hey, Brandon.
Right. I forgot about
What's
her.
up, homie?
I think we've already talked about it or whatever, but it was second grade. We were lined up to go back into class, into Mrs. Cox's class, and I punched you in the arm and made you cry. and I feel fucking terrible.
You big bully, homie.
Great
Been holding it all.
I like you.
Hey, look, I told him, look, hit me in the arm. Just hit me.
You told me
He's
he
like,
tried
oh,
to
that's good.
Yeah.
Now he's a cop in a fucking bad neighborhood.
So, are you guys making it to the?
Him on that path
dog.
to destruction.
You, dog.
When you hit him in the arm, he became a policeman as soon as you did that.
Well,
on that
I
path. That's right.
He was so mad he was gonna punch me in the face. Thank you that you didn't, but
At that moment, homie, he said, "I'm gonna arrest guys like you for my career."
That's
what
right.
I'm doing.
I'm gonna rid this town of your filth.
Your day will come.
Sheanna Stuck is hilarious.
Sheanna. How you doing, Sheanna?
Yo.
And earlier we had Mr. Marsna. Didn't want to say heads up.
John.
Is he coming in or
Hey,
what?
Jen. How you doing, Jen?
Also the sister. Well, hey guys, let's go ahead and wrap this one up and go into the private chat. And because the line is forming.
Hello.
This is where it gets interesting, right?
Tomorrow.
Jessica, I don't know if you want to
Time
raise
this
this. It
week.
gets a little crazy over there.
It is kind of
I
crazy.
think I'm gonna head out, guys. It was really nice to see
Good seeing y'all.
everybody.
It's good to see you,
Great to
Steve.
see
You
you,
want to
Jessica.
play us
Good to see you,
out,
Jessica.
Mr. Steve?
Good to see you, Jessica.
All right, you take care.
Good to see you, Jessica.
I'll see you guys in the
Yeah.
private chat. Just a couple moments. And thank you guys all for showing up.
Hey, are we in the private chat yet?
Easy cup. I'm gonna have
Rodney,
to
is that a
edit it out.
different link or is it the same deal?
It's you'll see it. There's a
I haven't
link.
been here in a while.
There's a link there. Thank you again, Mr. Merrick, for filling in for Mr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve, good to
Chris
see you, man.
Walters.
Thank you. Good to see you too, Bandy.
Chris Walter.
Good to see you, Steve.
Are you going into the private chat there, Steve? You can pop in for a little bit.
I think I got to bug out. It's actually 10 o'clock here Central, but
Gotcha.
I'm gonna play you out. I'm gonna put the intermission music on Monty Python.
Oh heck yeah!
Grill. I'm gonna play you out with that. So
yes.
Nice. I can't get no live satisfaction. I need that live satisfaction at YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT camp.
That's a new theme song.
Love it.
Come on.
I'll see you guys. See you in the private chat. Love to you guys.
How do I go there?
Push the
Am I
link.
here?
I'll send it to you. You're not here. You
All right.
have to go
What
to
the
the private room.
dude? I'm already staying up late and I'm drinking.